Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
Wow, is that your sports car?
Yes, do you like it?
I love it. I used to always want to drive a green Jaguar. Is it in good condition?
YT looks good on the outside, but the inside is a different story. It needs a lot of servicing before it can go out on the roads again.
What's wrong with it?
Well, first of all, it needs a new engine, which is extremely expensive.
When's the last time you had it serviced?
It must have been a few years ago now.
I thought all cars needed regular servicing on a yearly basis.
They do. Once my son was born, there was no reason to drive this car anymore. It's only a two-seater, you know.
What else is wrong with it?
The heating controls don't work anymore, so it always feels like it's about 100 degrees in the car, even in the summer.
Anything else?
The brakes don't really work that well anymore either.
Why don't you get it all fixed?
It costs more than you think to run a car, especially when there are so many things wrong with it.
Well, let me know when you can get it fixed. I'd love to go for a ride in it.
Listen, Karen, I need your help. I don't know anyone here yet.
I'm glad to help you. What's wrong?
My mother-in-law just went into the hospital in LA, Hank, and I will be flying there tonight.
I'm sorry to hear it. What's wrong with her?
Doctors aren't sure yet, but the real problem is Susie. She has a bad cold, and we don't want to take her with us. But we don't know who can stay with her.
You need a babysitter.
Yes, I'd ask Jill, the girl I've had before, but I need someone overnight. Maybe even for 2 nights.
I could have Susie stay at my place.
I don't want to do that to you, Karen.
Why not?
Your own kids would get Susie's cold. I think it would be better to have a good babysitter here. But I don't know who to ask. I need someone more mature than Jill. It might even be for 2 or 3 days.
I know who we can ask. There is a girl I know, Sarah Ralston. She is 17, and she will usually take this kind of job. I know her from my church, and I trust her completely.
I'd like to talk with her. This is short notice, I know. But Hank and I are leaving tonight.
I'll get you her number. I hope she can do it. She is very responsible.
I'm glad you know someone. I knew you would be the best person to ask about this. I don't want to insult Jill or her mother. I think Jill maybe could do it. But I'd rather have someone a little older.
I'll go home and get Sarah's number. I'll call her first myself.
Great. Then call me and let me know if she's free.
Who's better at chess, Bill or Fred?
Both are superb in their skills. Anyhow, Fred is one up on Bill from my point of view.
You said it. Thank you for showing me your offices, Mr. Becker. I can see why Washington bureaucrats enjoy their jobs.
Why do you say that?
The city is beautiful, the offices are modern and comfortable, and the work is so interesting.
Many people work for the federal government their entire adult lives. Government service can be a rewarding and secure career.
Do you mean financially rewarding?
Well, many positions pay salaries that are comparable to those in private industries.
I've always thought that most bureaucrats are lazy.
Sometimes that's true, but not usually. Most feds are honest, hardworking professionals. It's hard to keep highly trained people, so the pay and working conditions have to be attractive.
How much do you make?
I'm a GS-15. That's high on the scale of workers, but even a GS-1 is paid a living wage. What's the time? My watch has stopped.
Let me see. It's 5 minutes to 11.
Is your watch right?
I think so. I see it by the radio this morning.
I'm fed up with marriage.
Why do you say so? Everyone admires that you have a good wife.
Oh, no. When we were poor, we often tried our best to make ends meet. It was a hard time.
But now you are rich.
And we have some squabbles on some boring things.
This is ordinary marriage life.
Do you think that climate change is responsible for the recent floods?
It could be. There are floods in this country almost every year, but in recent years they have been more widespread and more frequent.
It seems that the climate in this country is changing.
The summers are hotter. The last 3 summers have been the hottest for the past 200 years. There have also been stronger winds.
I think that the changing climate is a sign that we are causing too much damage to the environment.
I think you're right. Climate change naturally over time, but I think that human activities are speeding up the change. I wish that government would join together and try to resolve the problem.
Me too. If we don't do something soon, it might be too late. I was just watching a documentary on TV about people use dogs for various purpose. It was very interesting.
I love dogs. They have been used as guards for centuries. Nowadays, they are often used to find illegal drugs and bombs by the police and customs officers.
The documentary also pointed out that they are used by shepherds to round up sheep and by rescue workers to find people trapped under rubble or snow.
Horses are useful to people too. We use them for sports and recreation.
Don't forget that horses are still used in many countries to pull plows and carts.
Can you ride a horse?
Yes, I can. I don't ride regularly though. How about you?
I can ride too. Perhaps we could go horse riding together at the weekend?
What a good idea. I think we should accept his plan.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you.
Why?
Simply because it's not practical at all.
Does your wife work?
Yes, she does. She works at home.
Oh, I understand. She cooks, cleans and takes care of children. Is that right?
Oh, no. Most of the time I do these things. She is a writer.
You are really a hen-pecked husband. Oh man, I've been starving myself for days now and I haven't lost an ounce.
Are you trying to lose weight?
Yeah. My friend is getting married next month and I'm supposed to be a bridesmaid. I have to fit into my dress and look nice for her wedding, but I haven't lost any weight. Look at these love handles.
You don't have to starve yourself to lose weight. I think that's where you're going wrong.
Why? If I eat less, then my body will start eating away at my fat reserves, right?
Not really. You should try to not eat foods high in calories, salts or saturated fats. Stay away from oily food and artificial flavors.
So you are saying that I should eat, but I should just watch what I eat.
Yes. You can also try to reduce your intake of carbohydrates and foods that are high in cholesterol. You can have steamed veggies or increase your protein intake found in chicken or fish.
If I do all this, do you think I can lose 20 pounds in 4 weeks?
Don't count on it.
What will happen to the children if you break up?
That's a relief for me and a misery for the children.
Why don't you make up with John?
It's too late.
Jenny, are you having fun here?
Yes, of course. This is really a nice party with wonderful people and lovely wines.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Thank you for the invitation.
It's my pleasure. Would you like another glass of champagne?
Yes, please. Thank you for everything.
Hey, Daniel, how's it going?
Hey, Daddy. Today I had really a fantastic history class.
Wow, it's so strange for you to say things like that. What had happened?
We've learnt the story of Jeg. He's sailing to West Ocean. He is a real great navigator.
Did your teacher tell you the route he took?
Yeah, he, with his fleet, came across the Indian Ocean and arrived at the east coast of Africa.
Great. Do you still remember when he started his voyage?
Of course, that is from 1405 to 1433, which is in Ming Dynasty.
Good. By the way, do you finish reading the book Robinson Crusoe I've bought for you?
Not yet. You know I have a lot of homework to do.
You should speed up, because the story of Robinson can give you a better understanding about what you learned today.
Okay. Great Daddy, after supper, I'll embark on it.
That's my boy. Wait, Daniel, when is Pirates of the Caribbean on?
Is it about Captain Jack Sparrow, who wants to find the treasure on the sea?
Exactly. Now, tell me the time.
I won't tell you, unless you promise to let me watch it with you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.